Hey guys, Lancer here. Hope everyone's doing well. Thanks for joining me looking into Phyrexia. All will be one MtG spoilers. So I haven't actually checked this out yet, but a couple of cards have already been leaked, and a few unexpected planeswalkers have been completed as far as turning into Phyrexians. So we're going to check out and see if they're in this list. If not, I'll do another video because it looks like there's some big names in there. So what do we actually have in this set? Let me zoom out a bit. Why am I so far zoomed in? All right, so what do we have? We have got, how hard would it be to uncover that name? Canker Bloom, 1 colorless, 1 green for a 3/2 Phyrexian fungus. Pay 1 colorless, sacrifice it, and destroy target, choose 1, destroy target artifact, destroy target enchantment, or proliferate. Pretty cool. I mean, there's similar cards like this. I think there's even cheaper cards like this, but it's Phyrexian, which might come in as a useful addition. Then you have a 1/2 pay Phyrexian. So 2 life for this Phyrexian Elf Druid. That seems pretty OP, doesn't it? Tap to put a oil counter on Rustvine Cultivator. Tap to remove an oil counter from Rustvine Cultivator. Untap target land. So that makes sense why you'd want it as early as possible. Yeah, okay. Well, that's kind of interesting. Bone Picker Scourge, 2 colors, 1 black for a 2/2 Phyrexian Imp with flying. Corrupted. As long as an opponent has 3 or more poison counters. Oh no, poison counters. Bone Picker Scourge has Death Touch and Lifelink. If it's that easy to get 3 or more poison counters, this could be a fast game type indeed. Blightbelly Rat, 1 colorless, 1 black for a 2/2 Phyrexian Rat with Toxin 1. When Blightbelly Rat dies, proliferate. Okay. Urbrask Oninator. I don't even know how to say that word. 3 colorless, 1 red for a 4/2 Phyrexian Wizard. When Urbrask Annihilator enters the battlefield, it deals X damage to any target, where X is the number of permanents you control with an oil counter on them. That could be powerful in a Blink deck, because it does say enter the battlefield. Bladed Ambassador, 1 colorless, 1 white for a 3/1 Phyrexian Soldier. When it enters the battlefield, it enters the battlefield with an oil counter on it. Cool. Pay 1, remove an oil counter from it, and it gains indestructible until end of turn. Actually quite powerful. Yeah, it's very, very powerful because it doesn't cost anything for that indestructibility on the turn you need it. Very, very good. And it's Phyrexian and a soldier. Might come in handy. Necrogen Rot Priest. 2 colorless, 1 black, 1 green for a 1/5 Phyrexian zombie cleric. Toxic 2. Whenever a creature you control with Toxic deals combat damage to a player, that player gets an additional poison counter on it. Oof. 1 colorless, 1 black, 1 green. Target creature you control gains Toxic. With Toxic gains Death Touch until end of turn. Sure, it's a kind of a play on Toxic. There you go. Nissa with 4 arms. Damn. And she's got like this weird, long, super long neck. Really creepy art. Love what they did with it. What is it? Legendary Planeswalker Nissa completed. +1. She is a 3 colorless, 2 green, 2 Phyrexian. Very, very expensive. So you had to pay 4 life and 5 to cast her. Or you had to pay 7, which is very expensive on either side. But she does come with 7 7 loyalty. And her +1 is pretty strong. Create an XX green Phyrexian horror creature token where X is Nissa's loyalty. So when she comes into play, I assume it'll make a 7/7. Because the +1 loyalty gets in after, right? And then the next one will be an 8/8. You can -1 to destroy target artifact or enchantment. And something until the end of turn, your creatures you control get +1/+1 for each forest you control and gain trample, maybe some other ability. They did a good job of covering it all up. The next one, Brasker, Betrayal, Sting, Legendary Planeswalker. Can't see a lot of it, but it does say completed. You draw a card and proliferate, blah, blah, blah. There's probably in between text in there for 0. Loyalty, -2, target creature, something with tap, sacrifice, mana of any something, types, and abilities. I don't know. That's actually not helping too much. These are very... they should just move them across a bit. I swear I've seen the full version of these before, but I don't know. I'll open one of them up and see. Jace is the big one. Jace is the unexpected one. So Nissa, Vraska, and Jace completed. They actually threw the Golden Boy into the... I guess they're dead. I mean, like literally completed pretty much means they turn evil. So I assume that that's equivalent to turning dead. You got Koth, Fire of Resistance, 2 colorless, 2 red for a 4 loyalty planeswalker. Search your library for a basic mountain, reveal it, put it into your hand, then shuffle. Pretty cool because you're in red, you know, that's not something that you can do very easily. -3 deals, Koth deals damage to target creature equal to the number of mountains you control. Sure, it's okay. -7, you get an emblem with whenever a mountain enters the battlefield under your control, this emblem does 4 damage to any target. That is actually quite powerful. Joe Kadeen, first Gold Warden. 1 colorless, 1 white for a 2/2 human rebel with trample. Whenever Joe, first Gold Warden, attacks, it gets +X/+X until end of turn, where X is the number of equipped creatures you control. If Joe's power is 4 or greater, draw a card. So this is a human rebel equipment matters or power matters card where, yeah, he will just draw you a card if he has 4 damage, which is actually really cool. Slowbound Iron Goblin, 2 colorless, 1 red for a 3/3 Phyrexian Goblin Artificer. Tap, sacrifice an artifact, add an amount of red mana equal to the sacrifice artifact's mana value. Spend this mana only to cast artifact spells or activate abilities of artifacts. Limiting. Blue Sun's Twilight, X and 2 blue for a sorcery. Gain control of target creature with 5 value or less. If X is 5 or more, create a token that's a copy of that creature. Damn, for 7 mana, you can get some pretty good value out of that. Venser Corpse Puppet, really, really creepy art. Okay, Elish Norn looks like she is throwing a hissy fit in this art and seems to be quite regal in this one, but both abilities are her abilities are completely disgusting. Legendary creature Phyrexian Praetor with Vigilance, 4 colorless, 1 white for a 4/7. Very good stat. So 5 mana for a 4/7 with Vigilance. What else does she do? If a permanent enters the battlefield, causes a trigger ability of a permanent you control to trigger. That ability triggers an additional time. Powerful. Permanents entering the battlefield don't cause abilities of permanents your opponent control or trigger. Very annoying. I do like enter the battlefield abilities, and that cancels a lot of that. What else do we have? Phyrexian Obliterator. Oh, we have this guy again. 4 colorless for a 4 black for a 5/5 trample. Phyrexian Horror. Whenever a source deals damage to the Obliterator, that source's controller sacrifices that many permanents. They really don't want to attack into that. Mere Convert. 2 colorless for 2/1 toxic 1. Tap, pay 2 life, add 1 mana of any color. Pretty cool. Thrumming Bird is back, deals combat damage to a player. Proliferate. Sawblade Scamp, 1 red for a 1/1 Phyrexian beast with haste. With haste. Whenever you cast a non-creature spell, put an oil counter on Sawblade Scamp. Tap, remove an oil counter from Sawblade Scamp. It deals 1 damage to each opponent. Pretty nice. Sinew Dancer, creepy art, 1 white for a 1/1 Phyrexian soldier. Pay 3, 1 white, tap target creature, corrupted. Pay 1 white, tap target creature, activate only if an opponent has 3 or more poison counters. So it just makes it cheaper if you play with the toxic. Quicksilver Fisher, 3 colorless, 2 blue for a 4/3 Phyrexian Drake with flying. When it enters the battlefield, draw a card, then discard a card. Not bad actually. It's a Phyrexian. Furnace Punisher, 2 colorless, 1 red for a 3/3 Phyrexian warrior with menace. At the beginning of each player's upkeep, Punisher deals 2 damage to that player unless they control 2 or more basic lands. Pretty cool as well. Let's have a look at some of the art now. I actually think they look pretty cool. Kind of creepy. Kind of end of the world feeling, but at the same time, pretty cool, nice swirls and everything. The Plains one looks really creepy with the Elish Non body style. Really, really creepy. Obviously, you have the normal ones as well. And you have the Phyrexian looking lands. Oh, you got some more out. Sorry, you got, wait, these are not. These are, where are these from? These look like secret layers because they got the secret layer symbols. You got Aisha of Sparks and Smoke, 1 colorless, 2 red for a 4/2 human warrior with prowess. Pay white or red. Ashia gains first strike until end of turn. Whenever she deals combat damage, you may cast sorcery spells from your hand with mana value less than or equal to the amount of damage dealt without paying its mana cost. That's pretty cool. Vikai, Scorching Stalwart, 2 colorless, 1 white for a 2/4 human warrior. So this is all warriors as well. Training. Pay 4, 1 red, untap, discard a card. Vikai deals damage equal to its power to any target. If excess damage was dealt to a creature this way, draw a card. Interesting. That's a tricky one because she's a 2/4. Baldin Century Herdmaster, 4 colorless, 2 white for a 0/7 human warrior. As long as it's your turn, each creature assigns combat damage equal to its toughness rather than its power. Man, they've made a lot of these kinds of cards now. Whenever Baldin Century Herdmaster attacks, up to 100 target creatures each get +0/+X until end of turn, where X is the number of cards in your hand. Oh my god. Okay, the Howling Abomination, 3 colorless, 1 red, 1 green for a 5/5 human beast warrior, creepy, with haste. It has trample as long as you cast 3 or more spells this turn. That's can be pretty hard. Whenever the Howling Abomination becomes the target of a spell, it gets +2/+2 until end of turn and deals 2 damage to each opponent. Sure. Imad the Storm Cleaver, 1 colorless, 1 blue, 1 red, 1 white for a 4/4 human soldier. When it enters the battlefield or attacks, put a charge counter on it and remove one from it. When you remove a counter this way, choose one, deals 4 damage to any target, or gains lifelink and indestructible into turn. Both of them feel pretty powerful. Tadius Juniper Ascendant, 2 colorless, 1 green, 1 white for a 1/3 human monk with reach. It has hexproof unless it's attacking. So defense-wise, it's actually pretty hard to kill. Whenever a creature you control with reach attacks, untap it. It can't be blocked by creatures with power greater this combat. That includes itself. Whenever one or more creature you control deals combat damage to a player, draw a card. Okay, that's a card draw engine and a block. Man, I don't know. That's like a secondary way of saying vigilance as well. So weird. Marika, Brutal Gladiator, 2 colorless, 1 black, 1 red, 1 green for a 7/4 human warrior. Must be blocked if able. As long as it's your turn, she has indestructible. When she deals combat damage to a creature, if that creature was dealt excess damage this turn, that creature's controller sacrifices a non-creature, non-land permanent. Ooh, that's brutal. And last, Zethi Arcane Blademaster, 1 colorless, 1 white, 1 blue for a 3/3 human soldier with multi-kicker, blue or white. When she enters the battlefield, exile up to X target instant cards from your graveyard, where X is the number of times Zethi was kicked. Put a kick counter on each of them. Whenever Zethi attacks, copy each exile card you own with a kick counter on it. You may cast the copies. Wait a second, are these meant to be the... Are they meant to be the equivalent to the fighting? Oh, God. Street Fighters? Is this the Street Fighter one? I think that's the Street Fighter ones, isn't it? That's from the kicking girl from Street Fighters, and this guy is the American guy. And that's the guy that has electricity. Yeah, so okay, so the Street Fighters now have a reskinned version of themselves. I really wish they would do it to some of the other secret layers, like the human ones where it's The Walking Dead. But there you go, the Street Fighters are back, I think. You guys can let me know if that's true or not. I think the Street Fighters are back. Okay, anyways, thanks for watching. And if you guys like these kinds of videos where I just talk about stuff, like and subscribe. See you guys next time.